crypto market is shaky today, even as good news keeps coming out at the Bitcoin conference in Las Vegas. And you know why it's happening, in my humble opinion? It's probably because the Trump tariffs are going back and forth, right? Like it was brought to court, and the lower court basically said, yeah, Trump can't have these tariffs. The Trump administration immediately appealed to the appeals court. The appeals courts basically put a stay on the Trump tariffs, meaning that the Trump tariffs are still in effect, and most likely the Supreme Court will weigh on it eventually. So it is what it is. I mean, let's see, unless the appeals court overturns the lower court, I don't know if they would appeal it to the Supreme Court. Let's see. But in the end, this is why the markets are a little bit shaky. It's because the markets don't like uncertainty. But there was a really interesting report that came out yesterday. I believe it was in the Financial Times, or it was one of those. But anyways, it talked about the acronym TACO, basically meaning that Trump always chickens out, and that's how people have been trading. Just like we've been talking about on this channel, and you've been seeing a lot of channels. Wall Street is making money off of these dips, and they're literally watching the news when something is mentioned about tariffs or things like that. So then they sell, and then they buy back at lower prices, and it's all games. It's all games, in my humble opinion. Again, as a dude on the internet, obviously do your own research, not financial advice. Again, I'm just in my home office, but I'm just giving you my 2 cents. So really, we are still following global M2 money supply with a 10 to 12 week delay. It is not even really that off at all. Not even that concerned about it at all. Bitcoin is still hovering around over $100,000. Because remember, everybody, I even saw some bears out there today. And you know what? I think eventually we will go in another bear market because that's just how markets work. But right now is not the time, in my opinion, to think about bearish ideas because we've never had a stronger crypto narrative. Crypto, just a few weeks ago, I mean, it was not doing good. And now Bitcoin's over 100,000. Who would have thought it, right? We were talking about it. Bitcoin's doing fine. Blue chip alts are doing fine. Some people are getting, tired because altcoins aren't like ripping like like the people want them to. But all I got to say is patience because crypto's doing its thing. I mean, it is what it is, right? It's not that big of a deal. Honestly, I'm still pro crypto. I'm still bullish, but let's see what the future holds. So everybody do your own research, look at it. But at least for me, I'm not sweating the small stuff. I know that the markets will take care of themselves. And as long as we don't have some major black swan event, right? God forbid, I think everything's going to be just fine.